Guess what? It's the end of our crusade. Sabbath November 4 was the beginning of something special, something big, something the community of Flamstead would have never experienced before. Pastor Christopher Johnson and his team was led by the Holy Spirit to water the dry field of Flamstead with the word of the living God.
My soul will rest, my confidence in you.
And so they erected a grand tent cathedral. Johns Hall, Hurlock, Flamstead, Lottery, Sunderland, they all closed their church doors, and there began the gospel campaign under the theme, Jesus is the way.
His name is Jesus.
The faithful team members efficiently gathered together to ensure that the first Sabbath would be a success. And indeed, God stepped in and made sure they never failed. The music ministers sang lustily. Drivers were carefully directed where to park. The bus was filled with eager church members and visitors, and everything flowed as God had willed. Under the guidance of the faithful ushers and their team leader, visitors were comfortable, and members were happy to be seated under what was to be their new church for the next 4 weeks. The first Sabbath, as eagerly and as anticipated as it came, so it went. And the crusade moved into higher gear and began flowing night after night after night. The members of the Lottery District were faithful. Whether during sunny days or rainy nights, they eagerly anticipated a word from God through their pastor. At the end of the first 2 weeks, the flowing river that was just a stone's throw away washed away the old lives of persons who would become new members of the family of God. The crusade brought hope to the community. Babies were blessed, members were being reignited with the holy word, and guess what? We even got a new married couple. Amidst any challenges that we had, God always helped us find a way to get through it. It was now into the 3rd week, and we had realized just how quickly the time went by.
My fear will cease.
Into the final week we went, spirits high, our labors unwasted, and our faith never dwindling. As the final nights ended, so the final Sabbath came, December 2. This Sabbath was extra special, as we all embraced the opportunity to fellowship one last time under what was our new church for the past 4 weeks. The river again washed away even more old lives from those who decided to give their hearts to God, and 30 new baptized members were introduced to the SDA family of the Lottery District of Churches. We ended our crusade with our grand concert. Knowing this was the final night, we worshipped and praised God for taking us through to the end. The kids bought their cupcakes, the adults drank their soups, and the popcorn machine kept on popping. We can't leave out the fritters, that could never be enough. But the food that filled us the most was the bread of life, the word from the living God that spoke through Pastor Christopher Johnson.
I bow my life, I fix my eyes on Christ my King. I bow my life, I fix my
And with people, talk to me somebody. We have to be careful. Because we understand that men come and go, but God is forever and ever and ever. Do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. When we jump in When God gets ready, you have to move. The whole host of heaven, talk to me, somebody! The whole host of heaven, Jesus, his angels, they're coming down. They're coming down.
The campaign taught the community members and reminded the church that Jesus is the way.